everyone, my name is Miss Sara from the Wixom Public Library and welcome to our sports themed craft kit. So we are going to be making today, a game that you can use where you're going to try to get the basketball in the cup, so you can fling up and down, try to get the basketball in. We're going to make this. And then we also have a sticky sand craft. So yours may be different than mine. There are a few different types of sports balls that you can get, but we'll show you how to do the basketball one. We'll go over real quick what you should have gotten in your bag from the library, and then we're gonna go over what you need at home before we get into how to make these, okay? So in your bag, you should have gotten some orange and black paint for your cup. You're gonna have a cup with the basketball already attached to it by string, okay? You're gonna have a half of a chopstick that we're gonna use to put inside, and you're gonna get some Q-tips along with your sand kit, okay? So what you're gonna need at home is you're gonna need scissors, and you're going to need glue. So you can use liquid glue, but you are gonna have to take more time in between steps for it to dry. If you have a grown-up to help you and you have it at home, you can also use hot glue to make it go quicker, but you can definitely use either type of glue. I would also recommend, if you're not doing this one outside, I would recommend having some paper or a box or something near you along with a trash can to shake your sand off into, okay? So let's get started, and as always, feel free to let us know if you have any questions and share your work with us when you're done. We love to see it. Okay, so let's get started with our sand craft. So again, you might have a different ball, and I'm not going to show you the whole thing. You have lots of colors that came with you in your sand kit, but I'm going to show you what to do once you have it all out. So you're going to choose what color you want to do first, and you're only going to peel the white paper off of those parts. So again, you might be having a different ball in a different color, and that is okay, but you're gonna only peel the white parts off of that part. So let me just get the rest of these off. And if you need a grown-up to help you, that's okay. And the outside is also, you're gonna do the outside too. So you can choose what you start with. My only recommendation would be is if your kit has white in it, to do the white last so that all the other colors don't get mixed up in it. But other than that, it doesn't really matter what you do first. Okay, so I've got where I want my orange to be off. So I'm gonna stick this on top of some paper. And this is where your scissors come in. So we're just gonna cut. I would recommend just cutting the corner so that it doesn't spill out and dump all over the place. And all you're gonna do is start to shake it on. So if you accidentally dump it or get it all in one spot, it's okay. That's why the paper is underneath. So what we're gonna do is get it on there. And then I would just kind of pat it around just to make sure it gets in all your little spots. But then what you can do, especially if, like, say you accidentally dumped it all right here, what you can do is that, and then if you need to, you can pick it up and dump the sand back on to the other spots, the extras, okay? So see how it sticks? And then it didn't hit the other parts. So then when you're ready to move on to your next color, you just peel off the next bit of paper. And you can, when you're sure you're done with your color, you can just put the sand in your garbage can. Okay, so that's that. And again, you might have different colors in a different ball, but it's all sticky. Okay, so let's move on to our other craft. So we're making our basketball hoop. So we're gonna start with our stick and our cup. So again, you can use regular glue, but it will take longer to dry. So what you're gonna do is make sure you're gonna have a pre-cut little slit on the side of your cup. Make sure you know where your chopstick's going and make sure the hole's there. And then you're gonna use your glue, whatever type you're using. Again, I'm just gonna use some hot glue so it goes nice and fast. Get it all, you're not gonna really see down in here, so it doesn't matter how much you do, but enough that it's gonna get nice and stuck down in there. And don't burn your fingers if you used hot glue. Okay, so see, nice and stuck. And again, if you use liquid glue, you're just gonna have to wait for it to dry before you do the next step, okay? Put that out of the way. So now we are gonna move on to our painting, the last step. So we've got orange and we've got black. I'm gonna start with the black and my first Q-tip. So if you wanna go freestyle and do whatever you want, that's totally cool, and that would be awesome. But I'm gonna show you what I would do. So I'm gonna take my black and I'm just gonna pick one direction and I'm just gonna make slants going up one way. And this is why we did the stick first, so you don't have to touch the cup as you're painting. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's just a basketball net. So nets, they move and they bend. So they're not perfect diamonds, right? Okay, so we did our one way, and then we're gonna go the other way and we're gonna connect on the bottoms. Okay. Making our basketball net. It's okay if it hits your stick, that's fine. Okay, so we've got our net, and then we've got some orange. So we're just gonna use our second Q-tip, hold right here, and you can wait for it to dry too. And it's also acrylic paint, so it's okay if you make a mistake and you need to go back over it. We're just gonna go around the rim. Okay, so I'm just gonna show, so that's all you're gonna do if you want. And again, you could also freestyle and do something different, but we're just gonna do our black net and our orange, and then once it dries, once the paint dries, you can play with it and try to get the basketball into the hoop, okay? We hope you have so much fun, and we would love to see your crafts when you're done. Bye.